All right, here we go. We'll try it this way for now until we can get a better setup for our meetings. I've used that program, I don't know how many times before, quite a few, and I've never had too many issues with it. I'm going to try to do a video on here. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to do. Thank you so much for all of you who actually showed up online. There was a great number, good turnout. I'm really happy that you guys were going to put the effort in to participate in the training. So we'll try to do it this way and go from there. If I'm not looking at the camera the whole time, I'm sorry because I'm kind of reading through the notes, and I will post the notes on our Facebook group once the video is over and done with. So let's get started. I'm just going to bring up the PowerPoint presentation. So the first slide that you will see on our group, you probably saw it on the screen, but you couldn't hear what I was saying, was the big warning with the girl ready to shoot her computer screen. That is my warning to you to not wait until 11 o'clock at night on Friday to put your last order in. The computers are going to be jammed, especially where the new catalog is coming out. If you don't get your order in, there's nothing that we can do about it. They have sometimes extended it a bit, but I don't know if they will this time. It's hard to say. So to be safe, try to get your orders in at least by 8 or 9 o'clock. Don't wait till the last minute, because the next day the brand new catalog is going to be uploaded and you won't be able to put in any of those discontinued items into the computer at all. So then you're going to have some pretty unhappy customers if you have to call them the next day. So if you don't want to be like the girl in the picture ready to shoot your computer screen, then please try to get your orders in before the end, mid-evening on Friday afternoon, evening, whatever. Let me just move on. So the next slide that we have talks about transition and what transition is. So for the newer people in our group, you may not know what transition means. At Scentsy Fragrance, February and August is always transition months. It is the time that we prepare to switch from the fall-winter catalog until the new spring-summer catalog, which begins March 1st. During transition, we release the new testers, the new catalogs, and the discontinued item list, which you can find in your workstation. You should have been promoting that for the last 2 or 3 weeks now to your customers. And for the month of February, all of the catalogs and testers in your workstation, the new catalogs, are 20% off. So now is the time to be ordering your catalogs, and if you can order a couple, you'll save about $2 a package, so it's a pretty good deal. And then like your transition set of testers that are going to be normally $30, you get them for $24. Trish, the prices are a little different for you in the States. But now's the time to order your new catalogs and testers. Make sure you do them before the 1st, because on the 1st, the price is going to go up to full price. Alright, so our next slide says tasks to complete during transition month. So these are some of the things that you should be doing during this month, and especially within the last week. So first thing you should do is order your new catalog and testers while they're on sale. And you should also get rid of your fall and winter catalogs. Your goal should be at the end of each transition period to not have any catalogs left. I haven't had any catalogs left for a month now. So I've been kind of just passing my website on, and I've borrowed a few catalogs, whatever it may be, but you shouldn't have a whole stack of catalogs sitting on a desk somewhere. And if you do, get out there, throw them in doctor's offices, dentist's office, leave one in the cart at the grocery store. You never know who's going to pick them up. They may go in the garbage, they may not. You could get a new team member from them, you could get a party book from them. Just make sure your information and sticker is on them, because it's no good if your information's not on them. They're just going to Google Scentsy Consultant and pick the first one that pops up in their area. So make sure your info's on the books. Pass them out, hand them out, even though they're not, the products will be old by come March 1st. Your information's still on them, and you'll be able to maybe get a party book from, you don't know. I used to leave them all along in the bathrooms at the tourist place in Nova Scotia at the border. Anywhere I go, you never know who's going to pick up a catalog. So instead of sitting on a shelf or going in the garbage, you paid for them, make them work for you. So the next thing you should be doing is go through the discontinued scents, remove them from your testers, and replace them with the new spring summer ones that you should be receiving shortly if you don't have them already. Hold on to the old ones. Some of them will come back next year, and then you won't have to buy the whole set again. You'll just be able to buy the individual testers to complete your set. The next thing you should be doing is setting goals that you would like to achieve for this season. Write them down, put them somewhere where you can see them, and be accountable to those goals. You know, they can be big, they can be small, but realistically you should set some goals so you have something to look forward to and work towards. So the next thing is you should get prepared for upcoming parties. So go through the new catalog, start studying the products, know your products, know what pages they're on even, so you can quickly say, if you flip to such and such a page, you'll find the combine and save packages. Know the catalog before you go into a party, because people are going to have questions and they're going to want the answers right away, and you're going to look more professional if you know the answers right away. So the next thing you should do is create hostess packages for the new catalog. So what I usually put in my hostess package, I'll put a thank you for hosting letter and kind of go over some information about hosting. I'll give her a couple catalogs and a couple order forms for her to get some outside orders with, and maybe a little game of some sort, like a hostess scavenger hunt or something like that for her to fill out, and a guest list sheet as well. And also I put in any kind of specials that may be on that month, and the hostess specials for the half price items. So I put that all in a little envelope and give it to her about a week beforehand. And you want to sit down and do some hostess coaching with her, talk about inviting guests, how many guests to invite, to over-invite, all that kind of stuff. The next thing you should do is to contact your customers and let them know that there is a new catalog available, and ask them if they would want to be the first to host a party. People love to be the first at doing anything, so I always say, who wants to be the first to share the new Scentsy products with their friends? That way you can get some parties booked, and it'll get your summer rolling. So if you can get that one party booked and then continue to book parties after that, that'll carry you right through the summer. The next one I have is host a new product launch party. Now this is something that I've been doing for years now, and it's worked really, really well for me. I've done it every time the catalog changes, so every new catalog that comes out after our transition period, I do a new product launch party. And the next slide talks about that. So our next slide is host a new product launch party. So you want to do a launch party for the new catalog, all the new products that are coming out. You want your customers to be excited about the new products. So you want to plan a fun event for them. The information that I have on this slide is strictly what I've done. It doesn't mean that you have to do this, but this is what's worked for me. You can do a smaller scale, you can do a bigger scale, you can do it however you want. So the way I usually do it is I do it an open house style. I've rented a hall before because I didn't have enough room in my house, but if you know you're only going to have, say 20 to 30 people coming and going within the open house hours, then you can do it at your own home. You're going to invite your family, your friends, your neighbors, your customers, ask them to invite people, get them to invite their friends, their relatives, etc. You can offer little bonus gifts for people who bring friends or whatever you want to do. Set it up as a customer appreciation event. Make them feel like it's VIP. So for very important customers, they're going to be the first ones to see the new products and smell the new scents. Get them excited. you should be excited once the new catalog launches. There's so many great products. You have to be excited about it to get them excited. So another thing that I've done is paired up with other vendors. So 1 or 2, maybe 3. Try not to make it too big. You don't want it to feel like a trade show, but it's also nice to have some variety in there. And all of you will benefit from it. So they're going to invite their customers, you're going to invite your customers, and it's a great way for each of you to get your name out there because they're bringing in new people that you may have not have reached otherwise. Offer small discounts on orders. So what I usually do is I'll put a coupon I do gift bags, which is coming up next, but I'll put a coupon in the gift bags, and there's also coupons for my customers, and usually I do 10% off, and it's 10% off their order that day, so they can't use the coupon if they don't place an order at the launch party. Door prizes, so we always do door prizes, and gift bags for the first so many people. I do the first 50 guests. Obviously, I don't expect you to do that many because you're probably not going to have as many coming through. And I've usually paired up with a couple people on our team, and we would all invite our own customers, and the customers would shop with their consultant. But I mean, if you wanted to do, say, grab bags for the first 10 people that showed up, or 5 people that showed up, or whatever you want to do, in the gift bags, I usually put like a bar of wax, a catalog, maybe some washer whiff samples, or a scent circle, or just little goodies to entice people to come. The next thing you're going to do at your product launch party is book parties. This is one of the most important parts. This is your chance to start booking up your summer. So have a list of fun theme parties for people to choose from. Something different, get them excited, like, sangria and Scentsy, or, I don't know, sandals and Scentsy, and whatever you want to do. I think there's actually a file on our group page that has some themed parties that I made up last summer. If you look back through them, you can get some ideas. Just something different. People in the summer, I think, are looking for the more real fun party themes. So if you can look through those and maybe come up with some ideas, and if you want to add more onto it, that would be great. So how are you going to book these parties? I always either use booking bags or envelopes. I don't have a gift bag to show you, but I'll start with the envelopes. So what I do is I'll put envelopes on the table, or I may have them hanging on something or whatever, but this is what they look like. And on the front of the envelope it says, host a party, receive this free gift. So when you open up the envelope, and I use these in my catalogs as well. These I put in the catalogs when I do a party to book parties at parties. So inside the envelope, let's see what this one says. So inside the envelope, I have my business card that has all my info on it. And then on the other side, I have a picture, and it says, any plugin. So with their qualifying party, they get to pick any plugin as a gift from me on top of all their other hostess rewards. I use the Perpetual Party Award to buy this item, and it'll only cost me $12 and may help me book, party after party just from that one thing. So that's how the envelopes work. The booking bags are basically the same thing. You would get some pretty bags at the dollar store and put some paper in them and jazz them up a bit. And inside the bags you would put a coupon exactly the same as this, with this on it, or however you want to do it. And then you would also put in either a scent circle, or maybe some hand cream, or a bar of wax, whatever you have that you didn't pay full price for. That's why I like to sign up for the scent of the month as well, because when you get the scent of the month, the bars work out to be, I think, like $2 each. So those you can give away for door prizes and use for your booking bags. The booking bags are a little bit different because sometimes you can entice people to book a little bit more with the booking bags, because you're going to have your coupon in the bag, and then you're going to have your small gift in the bag. And you're going to tell people that if they book a party today, there's a gift inside of the bag that they can take home today. And then there's a coupon for them to use for a free gift at their qualifying party. And make sure you mention qualifying party, because you're not going to want to give them a gift if they don't get to the $200 in sales. So make sure they know that ahead of time. These two games have worked really, really well for me. And I've booked party after party by either using the booking bags or the envelopes. So let's just see. So, and then the other tip is to make sure that you have a calendar right there available for them to set a date. And once they have the date on the calendar, then they can take the bag with the gift in it, or the envelope, or whatever. You need to make a solid date, because if you just say, I'll touch base with you and we'll book, it's probably not going to happen. You control your calendar. Mark down the days that you want to host parties. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to block off any time that you have with your family or that you can't do parties, and people will book to your schedule. If there's certain nights that you would prefer to do parties on, like say maybe Thursday night is the night that you'd rather do a party, get little star stickers or, any kind of fun little stickers and stick them on those days, and let people know that if they book on those days, they get an extra little gift. And you'd be surprised. I'd say 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to pick the date that you give the extra little gift on. And it may just be a little sample or whatever you want to give. People love free stuff. Don't feel like you have to give away, an arm and a leg just to get a party booked. And the next one is to have join packages ready to go. We saw the funny video on our group the other day about how not to recruit. Do not follow any of her tips. Make sure you have a join package or two. You never know when your next team member is going to arise, and you'll look a lot more professional if you're prepared with join packages, and you can hand them information off right then and there. And the other great thing about doing the product launch party is that you will earn commission and all the free and half price items. So sort of like your launch party that you did when you started with Scentsy, this is the same kind of idea. But you want to make it fun for your hosts, your customers and future hostesses, and kind of make it feel like it's a party for them, because they're special, because they get together to smell the new scents and everything before everyone else. I've done these. This will be my 5th one, I believe. They keep getting bigger and bigger every time. I think my last one I sold $1,800. So it's definitely worth looking into. I don't expect that you will have a huge one like I do. I mean, I'm renting a whole community room out to do it. But it's definitely something that you can do for your customers on a smaller scale in your own home, from 2 to 4 on a Sunday afternoon or whatever. I do Facebook invites, and then I also go on to Vistaprint, and I print off postcards and I mail those out to people and hand deliver them. And it's been a great event, and a lot of my customers really enjoy coming to it. So it's something you might want to think about. Let's see where we're at here. The next slide says, please contact me with any issues that you may have. That it is my job. I am here to help you succeed. That being said, we are a team, and we should be here to help each other out as well. So please remember to try and use the Facebook page as well for your questions. As our team grows, I won't be able to answer you right away, and a lot of you know I'm extremely busy. I've been all over town today. I have 2 small kids and customers to deal with and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of amazing girls on our team who know the answers to most questions, And when you post your questions on the page, it actually helps everyone else out as well, because there might be someone who has the same questions as you who could benefit from, the answer that's given. So just keep in mind that that's what the page is there for. Obviously, you can contact me with anything that you may need some help with. But your sponsor is also your first line of contact as well. So the person that you signed up under, you should try to give them a call or a text or Facebook message with any questions that you may have. But I really like the use of the Facebook page, because then everybody can see the answers and they're right there. So that's just a little housekeeping issue on that one. And then the last slide just is a thank you to each and every one of you. You each bring a special value to our team. And I like to think that we have the best Scentsy team. And you make me happy to go to work every day. So I just want to thank you all for being part of this team. And I look forward to going through the spring and summer catalog with you. If you have any questions about this video, please post them on our group page so I can answer them and help everybody else out with the answers as well. So thank you so much for showing up online. I'm really sorry that it didn't work out. Hopefully I'm going to look into some other programs so that we can do some more online training in the future. So I will post the slides in this video, and thank you so much.